Friends, after seeing the homologous chromosomes and non-homologous chromosomes, we are going to see how this theory of inheritance was put forth first by the Gregor John Mendel in his life. Friends, Gregor John Mendel was a son of a peasant. His father was a priest in a church. He was born in Moravia in the year 1822. Now, we are going to see something about the Gregor John Mendel. The Mendel was interested in the hybridization process. And Mendel selected one plant. And the name of the plant was sweet pea. And the botanical name for the sweet pea was Pisum sativum. It is also simply called as a pea plant. Why the Mendel have selected the pea plant only? Again the question arises. He have not selected any other plant for his experiment. Only he have selected Pisum sativum for his experiment because Mendel was very wise. And he was very wise for his selection of the plant. Why he was wise, I will tell you. The lifespan of the sweet pea plant is only 3 to 3.5 months. Means the pea plant can complete its life cycle within 3 months. In a year, we can see 4 generations. 4 generations. Here, this particular plant have 7 contrasting characters. Now, first of all, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the contrasting characters. And the characters are 7 characters. And how they are distributed? They are distributed according to the size of the pod, shape of the pod, size of the seed, color of the seed, position of the flower, color of the flower, and height of the plant body. These are the 7 contrasting characters which can be seen only in a single plant, that is called a pea plant. These 7 contrasting characters are never seen in any plant other than the pea plant. So the Mendel was very wise, very brilliant fellow. These 7 contrasting characters, they are present in the pea plant. Each character is controlled by a single pair of genes. For example, if we take an example in us, in the humans, suppose the color of the eye is controlled by a single pair of genes. That is, it controls my color of the eyes. Suppose if we take the another example, some genes are there in our body which controls my skin color. My skin color, my height, my each and everything is being controlled by means of the genes, and the genes are present on the chromosomes. Their position is on the chromosome. Now, he have taken the example of the pea plant. The pea plant is mainly of 2 types. That is, some plants are tall, some plants are dwarf. The tall plants have the genes, that is capital T, and the dwarf plant have genes, that is small t. Keep in mind, I would like to express one point here. On the view of the 12th standard students, always keep in mind this pair of gene controls a single character, that is for the tallness. Means when capital T genes are together, then and then only they will control the character for the tallness. Means the pea plant will be tall, height will be extra. Okay. Now if we see the next plant, that is called as the dwarf, it is controlled by the two genes which are called as the recessive genes. And always the recessive genes are designated by the small alphabets, small letters, that is small t, small t. Just like that, here the tall character is controlled by a pair of genes, that is capital T, and always capital T is being designated for the tallness. It means that, and these genes which are being designated by the capital letters are called as the dominant genes. Now first of all, I would like to tell you what is the meaning of the dominant gene and what is the meaning of the recessive gene. This is the one of the reason he compare between, or he have given the postulate, he have given the reasons about the dominant character and about the recessiveness. Now first of all, we will see what is the meaning of the dominant character and what is the meaning of the recessive character. The character which are strong are designated as the dominant characters. In easy learning, the stronger character is called as a dominant character. The next character is the recessive character. The weaker character. Oh, contrasting to the strong character, the next character is a weak character. The weaker character, it is also called as the recessive character. Now, if we are going to compare between the two characters, that is the dominant character and recessive character, sometime they may be together. Capital T will be on a single chromosome and small t will be on the another chromosome, and the pairing will be there between capital T and small t. But this character is another character that is called as hybrid tall character. This character is called as hybrid tall. Now, first of all, we are going to see why it is called as hybrid and why these two characters, they are called as pure characters. Because here both the genes are similar. That is the capital T, it will control a single character for the dominance. Small t, it will control the single character for the recessiveness. Means this plant will be dwarf, this plant will be short. It will not be tall. What about this plant? Now here, there is a combination of two genes. That is capital T and small t. But here, capital T is dominant, or it will show the dominancy over this small t. So, this capital T and small t, when both the character or the genes they comes together, it is called as hybrid tall character. Means this is not a pure one. It is a heterozygous gene. Furtherly, I will tell you what is the meaning of homozygous, what is the meaning of the heterozygous, etc. But till up to here, it is one and same. Okay. And his why the selection was a pea plant. He has seen all such type of characters, all such type of contrasting character, 7 type of different contrasting characters they are present in the pea plant. So he have selected this particular Pisum sativum, that is called as pea plant. And what are the reasons? Just this I am telling you, what are the reasons behind its success? And it shows the 7 contrasting characters. we can study 4 generations in a single year. It is very easy to see the 4 generations in a single year. No another any plant is there which can complete its whole life cycle within 3 months. Okay. Now, again, what are the reasons of his success? He have planned, he have seen each and everything about that particular plant, and he have expressed all the characters in the form of ratios. That is very important. He have given the ratios. Now, what is the meaning of phenotypic ratio? What is the meaning of genotypic ratio? That we will see in the further class.